Hello, welcome back to Master English with Mr. Gun, and today we learn about skill 11. Use an adjective clause connector correctly. This skill 11 we use adjective clause connector. Okay, look at this. An adjective clause is a clause that describes noun. Okay, adjective, we try to find out adjective clause. This one adjective clause will describe a noun because the clause is an adjective. It is positioned directly after the noun that it describes it. Positioned directly after the noun that it describes. For example, the woman is filling the glass. Subject, verb. Okay, this is the object. Okay, this one connector. C, subject, verb. Okay, is complete. And this one is adjective clause that explain the glass. Where's the glass? The glass that she put on the table. Which glass that she put on the table? It's towards two glass. Okay, if we put here the glass, we put here the adjective clause. The glass that she put on the table contains milk. This is subject. Okay, verb, subject, verb. This is connector. There are two subject. Okay, there are two verb, one connector. Is complete sentence because this connector only connects sentence to sentence, and this connector to be adjective clause that explain noun. Okay, understand? Yeah. For example from paper and computer TOEFL test. The gift. Okay, this one subject, verb. This means that we need connector and subject. It's not. It's only verb. It's only connector. So the answer is D. Which we, subject, verb. Okay, this one subject, this one verb, this one is connector. The gift which we select for the bride was rather expensive. We select for the bride, back to the gift, explain the gift. Okay, which we selected for the bride was rather expensive. This one subject, this one is verb. The conclusion. Adjective clause connector. Okay, only three in the TOEFL: whom, which, and that. Whom for the people. Look at this. Whom for the people. Okay, which for the things, that for people or things. It can be two of them that. Okay, so if you want to get safe, just use that in your sentence. The formula: I liked the boat which you recommended. Subject, verb, there is connector. The book which you recommended, back to the book, explain the book. Okay, if the connector here, okay, of course the book here. The book which you recommended was interesting. Which you recommended, back to the book. The subject, this one, this verb. Okay, it's only as a adjective. The adjective connector can be omitted. This mission is very common in spoken English or in casual written English. It is not as common in formal English or in structured question in the TOEFL test. Okay. Well, prepare your paper and a pen, and we do exercise 11. 3 until 10. Well, why number 1 is correct? Look at this. We try to find out. It's subject, verb. Okay, subject, verb, and there is connector. It's totally right. It is important to fill out the form in the way. The form in the way that you have been instructed. That you have been instructed, come back to the form. Okay, it's right. Number 10 is mean that this one come back to, and number 2, this one come back to the car. Okay, the car which I have been driving for 5 years for sale. Yeah, it's right. This one is the adjective, but this is subject. There is no verb here. Okay, this is subject, verb, there is connector. There is no verb. Another verb in the sentence is mean that incorrect. Number 3, I just finished reading the novel whom the professor suggests for my book. Okay, subject, verb, right. Okay, subject, verb, right, and there's connector. Okay, and the novel, actually this one asset adjective connector, but the connector is not really related to the novel. Okay, because whom talk about people, we have to put here which or that, so that it describes the novel. Okay, look at this one. Whom for the people, which for the teens, that for people or teens. It means that number 3 is incorrect. Number 4, the plane. Okay, subject. Okay, there's connector. Subject verb is mean that a lot of them until here is adjective connector back to the plane. So we need verb again one. This one is verb. It mean that number 4 is correct, guys. Subject, verb, subject, verb, there is connector. Number 5, the movie which we watch on the cable last night, it was really frightening. Subject, okay, connector, subject, verb is mean that until here is adjective connector back to the movie. The movie which we watched on the cable last night. There's verb, but there's extra subject, it and movie. Okay, it's mean that number 5 is incorrect. We have to revise it. Okay, number 6, I made an appointment with the doctor whom you recommended. Subject, verb. Okay, the doctor whom you recommended. Subject, verb, whom to the doctor. Talk about people. Okay, it's right. Subject, verb, subject, verb, there is connector. It's mean that number 6 is correct. Number 7, the enthusiasm with which he greeted me made me feel welcome. Okay, this one subject. Okay, with which is connector, subject, verb. So there is 2 subject. It's mean that we try to find out one verb. Okay, make me feel welcome. This one is the verb of the enthusiasm, which go to 2 noun. Okay, or things. It's mean that number 7 is correct. Number 8, the story that you told me about Bob. Story, subject. Okay, this one is connector, subject, verb. Okay, but there is no verb again because there is 2 subject here. We need 1 verb. It's mean that number 8 is incorrect. Number 9, the man with whom we're having. Okay, subject. Okay, the man is talk about people. Yeah, it's mean that the connector is correct. You have to pay attention even though there is 2 subject here, but the connector is not connect to the noun. It means that the sentence is wrong or incorrect. The man with whom, okay, it's right. It means that there is 2 verb, but there is no subject here. It means that number 9 is incorrect, missing subject. Number 10, I'm not really sure about taking part in the planes that we made last night. I subject verb. Okay, where's the connector? Okay, connector that. Okay, subject verb. Okay, statement number 10 is correct. Is it as an adjective connector? Okay, talking about taking part in the planes that we made last night. Okay, this one explain to taking part in the planes. I think it's enough for today. In this exercise 11, skill 11. I hope you can understand and try to focus to learn and try to repeat it if you a little bit understand.